Welcome back, everyone, and today we are reviewing the System Sensor Spectralert Classic. Onward with System Sensor, we are now out of the mass series and moving on to Spectral Alerts. And this is called the Spectralert Classic for a reason, because it's the original Spectralert. Because, well, they were made before the advances, obviously, and that's how they're called Spectralert Classics, because they were made first. So, let's look at some details of the alarm. Now, a lot of system sensor alarms, if not all, before Spectralert advances, use fire lettering 3 times. There's one at the top and on both sides. Here's the horn, and here's the strobe. Rather than being in the middle or being a horizontal and vertical line, it's just like a ball, kinda, towards the bottom. Fixed candela models would have a sticker at the bottom, but this is a multi-candela one. If it's multi-candela, there will be the candela setting at the side of the strobe. You may see this weird thing here. This is the mounting bracket, basically, and you do need this end part to actually mount the fire alarm properly. They did make variants where it was just a mini Spectralert horn strobe. And back isn't much. Model is P1224MC, the P for being horn strobe. 1224, I think that means 12 to 24 volts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then MC means multi-candela. It says system sensor. This one is indoor only. I can't read what's at the bottom easily because the mounting bracket is blocking it. It is super easy to wire up, and the candela is very easy to change, as you just need to move this. It's that easy. And a lot of modern alarms are that easy to change the candela on. EST, Gentex, and Simplex isn't as easy, but Wheelock and System Sensor, I would say, is easier. Now, I'm going to give you the history of the classics. They were first made in 1997, and then in 1998, they introduced the ceiling Spectralert Classics, only the horn strobes and remote strobes. In 1999, that's when they introduced the speaker strobe models. Then in 2003 is when they made the multi-candela models, so that means this one was made at least 2003 at the earliest. Then most classics were discontinued in 2006 for the advanced series starting, and the speaker strobe models weren't discontinued till 2008, because that's when they made the advanced speaker strobes. So, it is a pretty classic alarm. I will stop. I do see these a lot of times. It is a very common fire alarm to find. I'd say System Sensor is the most likely company to see in public. But Wheelock, EST, Gentex, Simplex, they're all very common too. Now, I do think I'm good with talking about details, and now we're going to do the sound stuff. Alright, so for our first sound, we just have code 3 horn, the regular tone. Alright, next tone. Our next tone is continuous horn. By the way, this fire alarm only has like 4 tones, technically 2, but I'm saying 4 just because of the coding options. The next tone is 3000 Hertz, code 3, so this will sound like a smoke alarm, kind of. Continuous. That's actually continuous, not code 3. I'll try to do code 3 next. Alright, now actually time for 3000 Hz code 3. The previous tone was continuous. I do think it's pretty easy to notice the difference in both tones. To be honest, both tones sound kind of similar to each other if you really think about it. Now, I'm actually going to show off one last detail before we end this video. So, you would put, I think, some sort of screw right there to actually attach this part of the fire alarm to the mounting bracket. The thing is, though, because this one was used, we used a zip tie to tie it together, and it is painted towards the top. And, well, it tells you to insert screwdriver right there anyways. So I hope you all enjoyed this review and stay tuned for more.